Okay. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of Gemini work today, as well as some chopper dismounts and shoulder mount dismounts. And then we'll work on our full extended leg way back as well. And then we'll finish it off with a little bit of caterpillar. Okay, so let's face one edge, reach up, and walk it out. Good. From here, walk it back in. Roll it up. You gotta stay down and then hips back. Come forward and back. Forward. Back. One more time. Forward and back. Okay, let's lift the right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Good, nice and controlled. Good, step right leg forward. Come all the way up. So tuck hips under slightly, pulse down. Good, switch sides. Good, let's come through center. Walk it back and walk your hands up and down 5 times. One more time. Hold it down. Good, walk your hands to your right leg. And then your left. Good, center, roll it up. All right, so we're gonna go into some barrel rolls. So we haven't done those in a little bit. So let's come into one bicep. Walk your feet down away from the pole. Come into a plank, hold. Then we're going to take the outside leg, cross it over, pull down. We're going to push out and in. And then we're going to roll it to the other side. Find plank. Cross up and over. Push. And other side. Take it a little lower. Cross up and over. Push. Other side. Good. Now let's just do a straight barrel roll. Up and over. and take it all the way down. Okay, so now we're going to come up to Gemini. So 5 on each side. Chopper to lower. So let's do that again. You're going to come up, lift your hips high, outside leg hooks, drop down, come back, chopper, lower down nice and slow. Okay, so 5 on each side. Good. So, we're going to stay on your back. Your head goes away. You haven't done these in a while either, so you're going to place one foot on the pole. Make sure that when you push down and lift up, your knee comes to a 90. Try and keep your heel on the pole, other leg is straight down. So press up, lift your hips. Up, lower down. Good, switch other side. One more. Good. Roll it down and come all the way up. All right, so let's take it to the one side. Bicep curls in. So one arm in. Good, one more. And then extend out, hook your knee. We're gonna turn the toes just slightly out, bend your bottom knee, reach, and twist it up. Reach and twist. So you can bend, reach far, then come back up. Good, other side. Good, last one. Hold it out, hook the leg. Bottom toes can come out a little bit. Turn to the side, make sure your knee's going over your toes. Reach and twist. One more. Good. All right, let's go into climbs. Okay, so we're gonna go climb to sit, and then lower down slowly from sit, so those lat lower downs. So big climb up, hands in front, lift up to sit, hand comes to your chest, slowly release the arms, or release the legs, but then slowly lengthen the arms. And then sit again. We'll do it one more time to get to the floor. So wherever you end up, we'll do one or two on the way down, okay? So big climb, pull up to sit, so you're a little bit higher. Slowly lower the arms. And then when you climb on the other side, put the other hand on top. So we'll do 3 rounds on each. All right, those ones are tough. Let's do one last one. Okay, so now we're going to go into our chopper lower downs. So let's come into invert, toes to the bar, and then just work on slowly lowering down. Okay, so we'll do about 2 on each side. So toes to the bar, try and go one leg, and then slowly lower down. Okay, so just work on getting the chopper and then slowly pulling the legs back into your chest as you lower your hips down and put your feet down. So reverse bicep curl, right? So try and take that elbow out so both arms are straight, pulling down. So it's good to just keep working on those. It's going to build your grip strength, right? And just continuing to work on the chopper. So, okay, now we're going to go, or take your time to finish those. Okay, so we're going to work on our full lay back now. So taking a break between doing inverted and just going into full lay back. So working on extending the legs so you're straight lay back. Okay, if you'd like, take this a little bit lower so that you'll come down into like a shoulder bridge if you want. So I'll show that one first. Okay, so you'll come up. I think I'm a little bit high. Walk your hands down. And then to come out, slowly release the legs to the shoulder, out, and then roll to one side. Just so that you don't have to pull back up, right, because that's harder. But you can always use one hand underneath to push and then pull to come back up. Okay, so we'll do a few like that. So when you're working on that one, think of your feet are going to come more up towards the ceiling, right? So tilt back more. Try and feel your tailbone under more. So feet almost right up. Right, you feel your tailbone on the bar. Walk your hands down. Good, and then you can even slowly lower and come out that way as well with your hands on behind your back. Don't worry about that way for now, but the other two would be a little bit better, but that's always option. Right, if you start to feel like your legs are slipping, 2 hands behind your back, right, and then you roll out of it. Okay, one more time. Good, so depending on how you're feeling, you can take the hands behind and work towards doing your push into a bridge. Then come back up. Or roll down. So either one, come up, roll down. Whew, haven't even done those in a while. Crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do some shoulder mount lowers. Okay, so let's just go over the placement of the shoulder from standing. So I'm standing against the pole at my shoulder. I'm not gonna walk down like this, right? I'm gonna stay standing. My inside hand comes up, right? So we're doing cup grip. Thumb is down, and then other hand comes on top. Cup grip, outside. So the side where your head is at, that hand's higher. If it's not that big of a deal, but that's usually how it is. Okay, so you push down or pull in, and then start to lift through your center, right? So not taking it down lower. Your shoulder stays in the same spot, lift up through your center, and that's where you find that spot. And then you'll feel the spot where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now we're going to take it up into an invert. And so now you're in inverted crucifix. Your shoulder comes to the right. So this is my right shoulder. So now my right hand is a little bit lower. My left hand is a little bit higher. I like to take this about chest height. Okay? So now you're going to start to tuck, look at your feet, lower your hips down first. Then you would extend and lower down the rest of the leg. Okay, so I'll turn to the side, do the same thing. So hands about chest height, start to look at your feet, then drop your hips. Then you come out, then you roll it down. And don't worry about if you're rolling down, doesn't happen in a straddle, just do it the same way that you're doing for your chopper, right? Let your knees come in, bend your knees, and then try and just make your feet touch lighter every time, lighter. Okay? So let's do about 2 more. One more time. Whew. All right. So take your time finishing those up. Continue to work on them. Those ones are also going to make your shoulder mount inverts stronger, right? So now we're going to go into reiko split to either an inside hook or cupid, which will also be an inside hook. Just depends if we're going to hook the leg above or from inside. So let's come into reiko. So we push the foot to the pole. Okay, so somewhere between like thigh and hip is good. Okay, so then from here, reach about head height, push in, straighten the leg. Okay, we'll do that a few times. So you can turn your chest a little bit to the direction of like the other side. Okay, and then same thing, switch legs. Okay, so now we're gonna come back. So just first to start with those, make sure you feel comfortable. Okay, if your foot feels a little bit slippery, then just be a little bit more cautious. So what we're gonna do is basically take the outside leg and either hook it on the inside, like underneath the arms, or above the arms. So you push your left foot, or one foot. In this case I'm doing my left first, so the right leg would come. So push, right leg would come through, and you hook. Right, this leg is going to automatically bend, and then you can slide it out into a cupid, or you can slide it out into a G. Okay, so this one's going to be a little bit of like find where you can go type of combo. Okay. So we'll do a few on that side and we'll switch. I'll work on, or I'll show the next variation, so where you come up above. So we worked on this one a while back. You push in, turn your hips more, think of pulling yourself in, turn, lift up, hook your top leg, push yourself up. You can walk your hand above for Cupid, or same thing, keep it low and slide it into Genie. Alright, so let's play around with that. A few on each side. Okay, so you can bring it up into side sit, you can do Genie. Few different things. So just work on building the strength of your reiko split. See if you can twist and move your hips. So I'll go through that a little bit more. Okay, so when you press your foot, you want to think as you're pushing your leg straight, you're also tilting your hips. And you're going to take your outside leg and pull your knee up towards your shoulder so that it's usually using the less like resistance possible, right? And you're using your strength from your side and your hip flexor. Okay, then keep your elbows bent. Extend them once you get to the fully tilted position. So watch my arms. Push, pull. So now I'm going to start to tilt my hips over. Pull yourself in to hook your leg, then extend the arms. Okay, then you can adjust your bottom leg. Come out. And then maybe come into Genie. So if you do come into Genie and you have some height, you can try and do that sneaky straddle that we did in the other class. So sneaky straddle, you lean into your bottom leg and take the top leg off, and you do kind of like a tilted chopper on the one side, right? Okay, so I'll go through the one where you hook it on the inside again. So you're taking your top leg coming through to the inside, as opposed to taking it on top of your hands. So you come up, pull in, send it through the inside. So then you can bend into that bottom knee, maybe work to straighten it into Cupid, and then also come down into Genie. So that one uses a little bit more like lateral twisting, whereas the other one is more like full body rotation. now we're going to go into just some Gemini holds. Okay? So, we're going to come up, hold Gemini, and then your back leg is going to just do some movements, just so that you can continue to condition and hold it, right, for longer. Feel stronger in it. So you're going to come up, hook, back leg is going to come forward and around, squeeze into your thigh, and then back. Keep using your arms. Good, and then from there you can chop her down. Or you can climb up and lower the legs down from like a bicycle lower. Okay, let's do the other side. Forward. And back. Forward. Back.
I'll just keep it you. Almost that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us.
Okay, so try about 2 rounds of that on each side. Really take your time with it. And then to find like a modification with it, just think like instead of rotating it like around, because that's a lot harder, you can just go back, pull it in, like as if you're gonna do hip holds. Then go back, then pull it in. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to finish it off with some elbow Aisha or elbow caterpillar preps. And then we will do like a forearm stand or a handstand variation. Yeah, then we'll stretch. Okay, so we'll come up to your invert, try and push into the elbow, and then we're either going to work on taking it to the inverted triangle or inverted D, right? Yeah, so just see where you're at with that. You don't have to take the legs or the hips back, but just work on making sure the elbow feels nice and sturdy. So push from your chest, out, up, lift into the elbow, maybe take the hips back. Okay, so go for a total of about 4 of these. Okay, so you can do 2 and 2, or if the other side is not really a thing, just work on pushing into that elbow, but you don't have to like take it into the inverted D at all. Now we're gonna go into, so take your time with those. Now we'll go into an handstand that we used to do a while back. Okay, so we're gonna come into an inside leg hook on the pole. So from here, you can bend your bottom knee if you need. You take that same arm as leg and bring it in your elbow. Then you put your hand down. Now from there, you place your other hand on the floor, start to walk your other foot back. Okay? So you look like kind of like a flamingo right now. Think of squeezing into the pole with this arm, like squeeze in, start to tilt your head down, and then see if you can get lighter on the back foot, and really push into the bottom arm. I'll try and show it from a different angle. So make sure that other hand is underneath your shoulder, you're really pushing down. Okay. Alright, so we're going to come down, place the legs on either side of the pole. Your hands are going to come underneath the shoulders or a little bit further back. Make sure it's like your upper thighs in between the pole. So you're going to push down, lift up, think about pushing your pubic bone into the floor. Walk your one hand into the center, other arm reach up and back. And then switch. And then slowly lower down. Do it again, inhale up. Okay, and then roll it off. And come into child's pose. Roll it up. Okay, let's take one foot to the pole. The other leg is going to step forward. So you can always start it with that one leg forward, then figure out the bottom leg. Okay, and then you're going to push forward. You ideally want this bottom leg to be pretty close to the pole, so it's more of a quad stretch. And you can always put something underneath your knee. Option here to come up and reach for the pole. Release that and push your hips back. Straighten your leg. Good, and then we'll do the other side. Just make sure you have support for your knee, not guided. So set it up, make sure that your knee is pretty fairly bent, pretty close to the pole. Then you can start to come forward. Good, then release the back leg, push your hips back. Good. Let's do a stretch for the shoulders. So walk your hands forward, puppy pose. And then from here, come out of it just slightly. Walk your elbows down, hands together, come back down, and reach your thumbs towards your neck. Good, until we come back up. Roll it up. Take the hands together, roll the wrists. And inhale up. Release. Good. Thank you guys so much. Bye.